to my channel Learn Tech Philo. So today I want to show you how you can create a very simple responsive Modal login form. So you'll have your folder, you'll have your HTML, your image, and then your CSS part. So we will have something of this sort. At the end, you'll have something of this sort, whereby you click on the login. When you click here, it opens this login form, whereby you can click there, you can enter, and then you click on login. All right, now if you click here, it closes. Then you can also close with this part. Then you can also have your forgot password, remember you, which is checked. Now you see now that this is what you have set this side or these input fields to be mandatory, that you cannot log in without entering those fields. All right, now if you try here, it says that fill out this field. All right, now then you can see the background and all that. So this is what you're going to train, or I'm going to explain today. By the end of the tutorial, you'll be able to create for your own as such awesome and such responsive. As you can see, it's responsive. So if you click on inspect there, and you see on small screen it appears good. So you see how it appears on small screen. All right, you see here, you can click there and see how it appears on small screen. Good. Now with that, we just need to get started. You'll use your HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Now we can get started. First of all, just go to your HTML file, and then at this point now you'll create now your first ending. You can write is heading 2, and then you can say Modal login form. All right, now that's first part, whereby you just need to create that, and then after that you just need to create this button. Now we just need to create this button. So you can see here we have Modal login form, and then we'll have this button. All right, now to create that button, we just need now to say that button. You can say button, and then you can give it the style. You can give it a style which is width. You can say that is auto. The width is auto. Good. Now after that, we'll just need to write this is what login. That is login. Then that's all. So let's come back and see. You click and refresh. You see that you have my Modal login form, and then a button here at this point. Good. Now after that, you just need now to create, or now to create now the form itself. We just need to create the form itself. Now the form itself will have, now this is an div class. You'll create first an div class. We can name it Modal. Then with that, you'll have now the form. You'll create a form. Then you can say that the form class, you can name it Modal content. All right, then you can say that you can have, or this one you can put it is for animation. So that's the name for animation name. We'll put it later. So we can just have it at that point, and then you can say that method or action. You can have action here at this point. You can say that action is, this is action, this is bench.php. Right, now after that you'll have method, then you can say that this is post. Good. After that, Now this is your form. Now you can start creating your form. Now after at this point, you'll have now to create your image container. You'll have to create a div class here, and you can name it image container. You can name it image container at this point. Now this image container here, if you can come back here and then you come here, then you'll see that you have your image. So this is a div class. It has a close button, and also it has what, your image over here. Now we just need to create that, and then at this point, when you create this div class, you'll have now to include now, first of all, we need to create now the span. You can create that span now, the close button. Now the span, you can, so this is a span. Good. Then the span will have now the class. We can name it the class. We can name it class. We can name it class, and then we can also have a title. Can say that class model. Now this title is what we have here now, that when you come here, and then you'll see that it down there you'll have a class model. So that's what we call title now. All right, now let's continue. You'll have a title, which is class model, and then you'll also have now to add the clause now, the clause sign, which is inserted by times. So this is not, this is one. Okay, now we'll have now the times there, the times. So you see that at this point now, if you come back here and you click refresh, you see now the now the clause sign is inserted there. Okay, then after that you'll need now to insert an image. You'll need now to insert an image, and then image will have now to inside the same class. So you'll have an image, and then you'll also have this. Then the image will be my logo dot. Okay, then after that you'll have now a class. You can give it a class, which is avatar. All right, now after that you'll have something of that sort. All right, now after that, if you come back here and then you click on refresh, see that the image is inserted. Don't mind the way it appears, we'll style it. All right, now let's continue. Now we have inserted the image, and we have worked on the top part. We have worked on the top part here, the image and also the close button. We want now to come here and work on the username, up to the rest of the form. Now we want to work on that, and then to do that you'll just need to come here, and then after this you'll have now to create another div class, and then you can say that this is container. You can call it a container, right? Now the container will have a label. We'll have now, okay, we'll start with a label now for, we'll have, that's a label for her name, a username now. Okay, now after that you'll have now now this is in bold. You can set it in bold and say that this is username. All right, this is a username. Then okay, you can have at that point. Then after the label, now we'll have now to insert the input type. input type. The first of all, you'll have this is a test. All right, this is a test, and then you'll have a placeholder. Now the placeholder is at enter username, and then you'll have name. You can say that is her name, right? Username, and then at this point you leave it at that point, and then you come back here and click here, and you'll click on refresh. If you click on refresh and scroll down, you'll have now to see that you have a placeholder of username, and this is now created our first. And then now to make it mandatory that you cannot continue without inserting it, you'll have now to insert what is required. Now this required at this point is inserted that, like the header here I shown you, like I show out, like you cannot submit or your details without filling inserted the field above there. All right, so to do that you just need to add required. At this point. Now, so that's first label. Now the next label we'll have now you can just copy this. And then up to here, you can just copy that, and then you just need to come here and then paste. All right. Now we have now our use and a label for. We'll have now the next label, which is for password. You can it's denoted by PSW. Then you'll have now at this point now we'll have now the password. Then at this point now you'll have change the placeholder to enter password, right? Then we'll also have change the name here to be password, and also the input type here will be password. Right now, after that you'll need now to insert a button, which is a login. So we'll need now to insert a button after this, on this, and then you can say that this is button. Button type, we can call it submit. So this is a submit button, and then you can say you can have a which is login. So this is what. After that you'll have now to insert now the label, another label, which is for the remember now there. Okay, in between there you'll have now to insert a input type. Input type you'll have checkbox, and then you'll have now checked. Then you can give it a value which is checked. All right, it will be checked. So then after that you'll have now this is name. You can say that this is remember. Now. Then you also have to write remember me. Right, so come back to your, then at this point you click here and refresh. You see now you've inserted now this is your username, the password, the login part, and then also the remember me part. Okay, now we are working now on the last part of our form, which is now another part. So you see that this one up to here is part, then we'll have the other part here with the console and also the forgot password. Right, to do that you just need to come here, and then just after this dev class, you'll have now to create another dev class, and then you can name it now. So container, this is a container. You can name it a container. Then you can style it. Just to style it, whereby you'll have now to insert the background color, which will be F1. Okay, now with that, you just need, in between here, you need now to create now a button, which is a console button. You'll have now to create a console button. So you'll have now to create a button at this point, and then the button will be button type, will be button. Let's call it button, and then let's need to add now the class which will be console button, which is btl. Then we'll also need to insert overheat. Now we'll have console, and then we have created now the next part, and the next part and the last part is now create now the span class. Then the span class, you can call it, this is for password. Then you can have forgot. Okay, can have forgot, and then after forgot, you can have now a link. Which is inserted at this point. You can say then link will be password. Probably this one is inserted as a link to direct you to another page, whereby you can reset your password and all that. But this one will do it in our backend tutorial, whereby you know you can connect your form to the backside of the server, whereby you can reset your password easily. All right, now that's how it appears. So you just need to come here back to our form here. You see now how it appears. All right, you'll have your console button. So you have all the parts. You have created all parts. Now you just need to go the next part, and the next very important part, just need to go to our CSS part. All right, whereby we'll start with styling. All right, now first of all, we create our body at this point. So we can add the background. All right, the background color, which will be changed to, can change it to, okay. Now we have changed our background to this color. You see now the background color has changed, but you cannot see the heading. So to make it visible, you can just continue here and style the heading, which is heading 2, and then you can say the color will be okay. The font size, you can change the font size to something like, you can change to something like 26 pixel. Right, now come back here and you click here. You see now it has changed. Now see, now you can see. Now the next part we want to style is now the model. Just need to style the model. Now the model is here. We'll have now our first dev class, which is now the model, this one. Now Good. Now to do that, we'll have now to come here, and then now we need now to display. The display will be none, hidden by the default. Okay, so the modal will be hidden by the default, and then we'll have the position. We'll have to have the position which is fixed. We'll have the position which is fixed, and then we'll have now to add the header at this point. And then this one is 1, you can set it at this point, and then we'll also have left which is set to 0. All right, and then we'll also have top which is set to 0. Then also we'll have the width which is set to 100%, and then we'll have the height. Which is set to 100%, and then we'll also have overflow which is hidden. All right, now the other one is just the padding top, which is set to 60 pixel. All right, so if you come back here and then click on refresh, see that it has disappeared because you've hidden it. All right, so you can just show it, then we'll change this point. You can see display. All right, now let's come back and click on refresh. You see now that's how it appears now. Right, now you just need to go back and style now the input. We just need to style the input and all that. So the input at this point, we'll have now the input which is input. Then you can say that this is type which is test. Okay, then you can also have the input. So we are specifying that because we have another input for the checked and all that checkbox. So we'll have this is type. You can say that this is type which is password. Right, now after that you just need to style and then we'll have now the width now is set to 100%. The width is set to 100%, and we'll have the width padding which is set to 2 pixel and the 20 pixel. Then we'll also have the margin. Which is 8 pixel 0. Good. Then we'll also have the display which is inline block. Then we'll also have the next part which is border. Now we'll also have to insert the border. The border will be 1 pixel solid, and then you can change to that color. Then you can say the box sizing which is border box. All right, now next we want to style the button. Now you see now this point, you can click and click on refresh. See, now we want to style the button, this button and also this other button here. You see they have this color, so and all that. You just need to come here and then click on button, and then you can style the button and say that the background color will be okay, will be that color. Then we'll also have the color. The color now is the color of the text, which will be the white. Then the padding now is space around. Then we'll also have the 20 pixel. All right. And then we'll also have the margin which is set to 8 pixel and 0. Then we'll also have the border now will be none. Then we'll have the cursor. You can set the cursor to pointer, right? You can set the cursor to pointer. And then the width now becomes 100%. Okay, this is 100%. Now go back and then so we'll have not okay. Now let's go back and then we'll have now to style now the button. When you bring your mouse over it, now the button over, so this is now mouse offering. When you place a mouse, so the opacity changes to 0.8. All right. Now the next part is now to style the cancel button. The cancel button now to this cancel button here, right? So we have now we want now to style our cancel button, which will be cancel btn. So it has a class name which is btn, as you heard here. So we end our class name here, which is cancel btn. Then we'll also have fine. So this is now you can have the width. Which is set to auto. You can set the width to auto. The padding we can set it to 10 pixel and 18 pixel. All right. Now the next part is background color. You can set it to red. All right. Now the next one is the image container. Now we have our image container here. Whereby we have the close button, and also we have the my image or the image over there. So need now to go back. Okay, this is now the image container. At this point you can say the text align will be at the center. You can also have the margin which is set to 24 pixel, 0 pixel, and also 0. You can also set the position to relative. All right, you can set the position to relative. And then the next part we'll need to create the image avatar. The image avatar now, this is a class name for the image here. This now we are styling now that class name. We'll need now whereby we'll set the width. You can set the width. Okay. At this point, it's not necessary you set the width, so you can leave it at that point. You can set the border radius at the border radius to 2 pixel. Right, now the next part is to set the height. To set the height to 130 pixel, and also the width to 130 pixel. Right, now come back here and click on refresh. See, now the image is set at this point. Now I set at 2, so you see now they almost look the same. So you see now they almost look the same. Now this is now the image. See now the input, the login, and also this one has been created on this point. So you see, so the next part is now to style the container. Now the container is now which contain now the whole, or the whole form is contained in a dev class which is container. So you can have the padding, so the distance from the body sides. So you love, so if you come back and click on refresh, you see, so you see now it has reduced. So you see, so the container is this. Now the container is a class name where the form is contained, right? Or where now the username and all that, they are contained. All right, now the next part is to style the password. And then for the password now the password is now the password is this one, where you have now your class name here. So you'll have now your class name there for password. Then this is it is a span, it is a span. And then, sorry, this is span. All right, this is a span. Then you can style at this point and say that the float, it shouldn't float to the right, shouldn't float to the right. And then you'll also have the padding. So add the padding top, whereby this is set to 16 pixel. Now just need to come here and then click here, then see, you see now it's set at the other side, and you have your console button at this side. All right, now the next part is to see, or to set now the modal content. There we have a class name here by the name modal content, where the whole content now we have the color. You'll set the color now, that you can see that. Okay, this is a modal content. At this point should have one dot, so because it's a class. So you'll have to set the background color to, now you can set it there to, okay, so that's the background color. And then you'll also have the margin, which is set, you can set the margin to 5% auto, then 15% then auto. Right, now this is whereby now the 5 from the top, 15 from the bottom, and the other one is auto, where it means that is standard. All right, now the border, you can set the border for the whole. Now this is border, the border is set to 1 pixel. 1 pixel solid, then you can say that this color is so. Then you'll also have the width. The width is now set to 100%. Okay, this is 100%. Right. Now you click and refresh. See, now we have the border you set. Everything is now set well. All right. Now we want now to style the close button. You see, now the close button is just here. We just need to style it. Now to style the close button, you'll have now to come here, and then you see the class is class. You'll have a class there, which is class. Then you just need to come here, and then you click on the close, then you style it. To style the close button, now you'll have the position, which is set to absolute. You can set it to absolute. You also have the right side, so the right will be 25 pixel. All right, and then top 0. And then you'll also have the color which is set to so. Then after that, we'll can set the font size, which is set to 36 pixel. And then we'll also have the font weight, sorry, this is font weight. Now this is font weight. You can set to bold. Right, now you just need now to, okay, let's come here and click on refresh. You see, now it is set here at this point. All right, now you just need now to enable it, or to when you place a mouse over it, so the close buffering. So this is over, so you'll have this is what color. The color changes to red, and then you'll also have cursor. This is pointer. The cursor is pointer at this point. Now we are done with CSS. You see, now it looks exactly like the other one, but we just need now to style it, like to enable it. Like when you click here, it opens. All right, so when you click here, it opens. So you see now how it appears. There is no any. So first of all and above all, you see, like when you click here, you see, now when you click here, it closes. When you click here, it opens. When you click here, it can also close. When you click here, at any place at this point, it closes. All right, now to do that and to enable that, first of all, let's come back here, and then we say that at this part, like the modal is hidden by the default, whereby is set to none. All right, okay, so set to none. So when you click here, it's hidden by the default. So we want it now, when you click here, it's now open, right? So to do that, you just need to come here to your HTML part, and then at this point we have our model. We need now to add an ID. We need now to add an ID, and then we can call it, okay, this is now our ID, and then we can call it okay. So that's our ID now, right? So we can call it idle. So that's just a symbol ID, whereby now we want, now when you click on this one, or when you click on the login, now the login, The login, it's where the login is here now. When you click here, now it opens the model. When you click here, it opens the model. Now to do that, you just need now to set at this point. Now on click, now you'll add some JavaScript there. Now on click, document, or this is set to document dot get id by element by id, and then you can say that this is what you'll have now. The idle, right? Get the idle. Then you'll say what. Now you'll style it and say that display should display what, style.display should display now the block should display block. Good. So at that point, see now, just need to come here and click on refresh. You see now when you click here, it opens this. All right, now when you click, you see it opens, but we have not enabled that. We close with that one, so you just need to. Okay, let's come back here. So when you click that way, we say that it opens. All right, now the other one is now the close. Now when you click on the close, what should it do? Now you just need to come here. Now where we have now our span class, then you say that on click. You can say that on click. Then you can say document. This is document. Then get id by element. Get element by id. Then you can say that this is what. This is idle. The same id name, right? Then at this point, you will style it and say that this is style dot display, and then at this point you say that display equals to none, right? Equals to none. Then so have to close at this point. Good. Now this is a class name. We'll have now class, which is even the class. Good. Now on click, you say that display should be none. Say that the display style, then you'll have the display is none. So let's come back here and click on refresh. Click on refresh. Click here. You click here. It closes. Click here. You click here. It closes. We also said that we just need to enable that this one. When you click it, it closes also. So you just need to copy all this. All this from here up to this point. On click here. Just need to copy that and then come here to where we have our cancel button. Now where we have our cancel button at this point, and then just need to come here and paste at that point. So go back and click on refresh. So you click here, you open, you click here, you close, you click here, you open, you can click here, you close. You can also use the close button over here. Good. Now we are just winding up. The other part is now when you click, or now when you click on another part, or just you need to add a small JavaScript here. Let's add a very small part of JavaScript here, that to get the Modal. Now this is far, and then Modal. Okay, sorry, before we write that, you need to insert it in between the script tag, the script tag. Now then you say them far Modal, and then say that this is what get. Okay, sorry, this is document. Get element by ID, and then say that this is what this idle. Right, now then after that we'll need now this is a semicolon. Then we'll just need to, when the user clicks anywhere, so you say that we can set that, you see in the other one that I was showing you, when a user clicks anywhere here, the form disappears. All right, so to set that, just need to come here, and then you say that window, you can say that window on click, when you click on any part of the window, then you'll have the function, then the function is an event. That's okay, so because it's on click event, so this is on click event. Then say that at this point, if event, okay, sorry, this is what, if event now target, we'll use a target at the point, then equals to use so there are two signs, then this is Modal, then say that Modal now style, then display should be none. Now display should be none. Right, I use a semicolon at this point. So let's come back here and then see what it means by that. Okay, just click here. So this is our form now. Click here and refresh. Click anywhere. Okay. Okay, this is what. So now we have styled that. On the next part we just need to work on is that you see in the other form here, when you click here it opens smoothly, but in the other one here, when you click here, let's close, and then you click, it just opens. All right, now to do that you just need to come here and then to your CSS part. Now to your CSS part, you'll just need to add some animation. So you say that you'll have now to add some animation here at this point, and this is web content. Okay, the Modal content now. This is Modal content. Then okay, at this point you'll have Modal content and then animate. So you just need to animate that, animate the content over there. So to do that, you'll just need now to have a keyframe. You can set the okay, not you can have, this is animate, and then at this point animate, you'll have now animation. You can set the animation name to animate zoom, and then you'll have 0.6. So we'll have to open smoothly. 0.6 seconds. All right, now let's come back and click refresh. So you see that, so we have to do next part, which is now to style the keyframes. Now the scale, now the keyframes at this point. This is keyframes. You use keyframes at this point, and then this is animation zoom. Okay, not animation zoom, animated zoom. Right, now at this point, and then we say that from, it changes from, which is transform scale, which is 0. Then can say it goes to, and you can set the transform. This is transform scale, which is set to, you can set it to 1. Right, now let's come here and then click on the refresh. That when you click here, it opens smoothly. You see, now it opens smoothly. You see, now we've enabled that. Now the next part, we just need to make it responsive, to the small screen when you open them in a small screen. To do that, you'll just need to add some media queries. Okay, media, and then we'll say that this is media, and then set the media screen, and then we'll set the max width. We'll set the margin width to something like 300 pixel. All right, then after that, just need now to style, and then first of all, you need to find the password. This one. Now this one here. This span now, span password. So we'll have what? This is span password. We'll have to display. It will be displayed in form of a block. Okay, and then float will be none. All right, now after that, you'll just need to start the other part, which is cancel button, cancel btn, whereby you'll need now, this is now the wind now for it will be 100%. Right, so if you come back here and then click on refresh, so then you just need to click on inspect. So on a small screen, let's see how it appears. You see now it appears well. Click here to close. Click here, you open. You click here to close. Good. Click here to open. Good. You see now it appears nice on a small screen. That's how you can create a very simple Modal login form. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and share, and leave a comment.